giving you awareness. This has replay value. There's a difference between awareness and attention.
There is.
You know, but it's just a fine line that no one understands. And like, these kids don't get that. They don't understand what awareness is. So it's hard for them to buy into the awareness, because the awareness is not the cheap pop. The awareness is not going to get you the attention.
It's, you know, most of that cheap stuff, cheap pop, as you would say, it has a shelf life. It's for the right now. You'll get some eyeballs on it, but how's it going to age? And like you said, where's the replay value in it? Is it going to be timeless material? I feel the stuff we're talking about is always going to be relevant, man. Because like you said, it's the same as it ever was. Nothing really changed.
What do you feel the disconnect of the Gen X generation to the Gen Zs and the millennials? What is the disconnect? We talked about it earlier. We said it was technology. There's a big difference. Things have changed. Have things changed, Brett?
No, it's the attitude of people think it's so different when it's actually staring right in the mirror. It's the exact same thing. You just said it. It might aesthetically look different, but at the core, at the bones of it all, it's the same thing, man. And everybody wants to act like it's so different. And they say the same shit we're saying, bro. They say the same thing. Oh, they don't know. It was way different back then. Was it, though? You said it best, man. It's like staring back in the mirror. It's crazy, man. Seriously.
Do you know that Rosendale, on Canterbury Street in Rosendale, the Judge Conley Youth Center was there since the 60s, and it's still open for business right now?
Wild. I did not know that. Yes. Wild.
They raised the rent to the point where you're paying $2,400-$2,500 for an apartment that was made in the 1800s or the early 1900s. But that has not changed, man. The house, they do some paint on it. It's not even lead-free. And we're not giving these juveniles this information. We're not telling these kids, like, look around, bro. Nothing changed. These streets, if they could talk, they would tell you crazy stories. Do you think, how can you control a juvenile's ego? Is there any way to control it?
It's a great question. Oh, man. Loaded question. I'd say keep their minds occupied, man. Because as my good friend looking at me right now always said, it's the in-between time that kills you, man. You got to have goals. You got to have things to do. And you got to be locked in. You know, when there's too much time, there's too much space, and you're around the wrong people, and your home life sucks, what do you think's going to happen, man? Yeah, I would just say, man, just focus in, lock in, and pay attention. And it'll age a lot better.
You know, when you were coming up, Brad, you know, I'm sure like there was some crazy things you did, right? And now people post things on social media, and the first thing people who are in their 40s say, when I was coming up, it was never like that. I don't know what fucking world they were living in, because it's always been like that. You just ain't in real time no more. It's always been happening. It's just a lot of stuff wasn't being reported.
Like we always do about this time.
Why? Yeah. Yo. On my way home, sweet, the taste bittersweet. The first day when you release to these evil streets. Unzip my bag, smell like mildew. Shit, that's what 3 years in a box will do. Having wore pants with pockets and a grip, so my hands in the front like I'm grabbing my shit. But nah, fam, that's how it look in the yard. Jail suits, pull-ups, push-ups on the bars. 8 a.m. shaking from anticipation, thinking freedom is here, so I find myself pacing. Got my gear on fade 2 days back. Only thing on my mind, homie, I'm back. My ride outside, it's been a long time. I made it through the struggle, how strong am I? How wrong am I to think that I'ma get that paper in the streets, it's mine. It's my first day home and it feels kinda funny. A touch from a woman and my hands on some money. A shower for an hour in your favorite food. You a star in the hood, it's all eyes on you. How wrong am I? Got my mind on my money in the streets, I like that. It's mine. Gotta make up lost time. Can't sell drugs no more.